Jonathan's going first on this.
Sorry, just remember to unmute myself. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting question. I know that Willie Walsh hasn't been always the greatest fan of state-backed loans, so it's interesting to look at how they're responding. But I know that in Spain, so the Spanish entities, IAG Airlines, so Vueling and Iberia, I think, is it correct to do they had about 1 billion euros so far of loans, government-backed loans, and I think, unless my reports are incorrect, that they've had about 300 million from the UK government's COVID corporate financing facility. I can get those words in the correct order. So they are, you know, I think like everyone, going to be looking for help out as and where they can get it. Obviously, in terms of the UK, that money comes with certain conditions attached. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, obviously, I hope personally they do survive, and that yeah, but they'll continue. And I think they'll be looking for sources of funding where they can get it. I don't know, Ben, whether you've got different thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say that obviously IAG as a concept, or as an owning platform that owns, you know, 2 massive airlines and some smaller ones, you know, whether or not that continues to be viable in the emerging market post-COVID or during COVID is not something that I'm able to really comment on. I mean, people say that, you know, that British Airways has been exceptionally profitable, but, you know, I'm not an investor, I'm not a shareholder, and I don't know whether or not that really is true and what their cash position is. But certainly they have a very strong position compared to many airlines in terms of their liquidity, and so we would expect British Airways to go on without significant, you know, nationalisation or concepts or state support. And I think the UK market will support British Airways. It still likes the passenger market. It is loyal still to British Airways across the piece. But that's speaking from a passenger customer perspective, and it's having spoken to a few of their kind of key pilots and things. I think there's optimism about recovery of things for British Airways. I don't know what the position is at Iberia, and because I don't have, you know, lines of communication there. So I would say that if British Airways has difficulties, then it's being one of the stronger airlines. It means every airline is going to have significantly greater difficulties. So we shall see. But IAG as an owning group has so far been successful, as far as I can see, and you know, we hope that it continues to be so. But I mean, the one comment I'd say to add to what Christine was saying about fleet sizes, and of course everybody expects the super large aircraft market to be fully problematic economically and you know, practically going forwards. But so we're talking about the A380 and the, you know, the massive twin aisle aircraft and the 747. So we're expecting those aircraft to, you know, really not to have huge amount of involvement in the recovery of the global airline market for passengers. But at the same time, the cleaner, more modern technology is hopefully going to do even better and will be relied upon even more than perhaps was expected in a shorter time frame. So that was just my view.